6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's take
On second down, this is Madison. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 72 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on him.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
To Robert Woods. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run this with Akers. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Right at the
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
tackle made at the 21.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
Another.
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my...
Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
The 49ers.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. First and goal at the 1. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
To number 19.
Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
To try here for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
The tackle made.
And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
Number 23.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Taken down at the 17-yard line.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
That was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9.
And it's third
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
to number 80.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And the 49er first down.
They'll run with Madison. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Here's Madison. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
42-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He completes this to Russell Gage. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk.
Garoppolo's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Rams, nothing.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a throw here, hauled in. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Niners 49ers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Rams nothing.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it with Madison. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
San Francisco.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Garoppolo.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of
1st down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And going for Ayuk again. This time he's got him. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And the
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Garoppolo now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Gain of 5.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
brings up 2nd and 1. At the Rams.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it. And as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far.
Now 2nd and 6. At the 27.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Right side complete. That's Woods. And this will leave him a yard short.
Complete.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll get this one to Kupp complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, Akers. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Ball carrier.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you play strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Garoppolo. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 11.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Going on the ground with Madison. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 40.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Alexander Madison, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a give to Madison. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo.
Defensively,
He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
they were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pick.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
6 yards.
It's caught. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had...
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And his kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0.
Rams, nothing.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
The pass.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it.
Touchdown, LA! Robert Woods as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Going after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Rams 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Daniel Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we take the long trek eastward to Tampa, check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 31-10 was the final score. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 17-7, the final score. In the game you're watching, it was Jimmy Garoppolo who was brilliant in that first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. L.A. readies for its next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Garoppolo sacked.
Oh, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Draw play, Madison. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
Certainly.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. What a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a run with Akers. And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Akers, the ball carrier.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
On the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Back to throw here.
At the 28.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for an L.A. Ram.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
2nd and 11 now. He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by Kupp. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time.
And a lot of that in getting past it is attitude. How's he projecting? Is he showing that the other team is getting to him? Is he showing his guys up front that he's upset, that he's angry? Or is he still encouraging? Because those guys, they've got to find a way to pick it up. And it always happens a little bit better if they fight the quarterbacks on their side.
So far, 5 sacks against him. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Garoppolo on first down. The try for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Now for the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Lakers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll look to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters. And how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now left side on the swing pass. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
To Alexander Madison. A gain of 9 yards. And the 49.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
12 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Sack. It puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. unsuccessfully.
Fourth down.
All of a 360.
Man.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a jet sweep. The football to Woods. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On the tackle. No gain on the play.
On 2nd down now. Akers. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
On the tackle.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific so far. Big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
First down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Now a play fake, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
To Deebo Samuel.
A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This is caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.